Gout. What's going on, Secoya Nation? Today we're talking about gout. If you don't know what gout is, it's about uric acid crystals and things like that get stuck in your joints. It's really painful, typically associated with the big toe. Thanks, Emma. And we're going to talk about the brain-body connection, as we always do, to help you understand what your body's doing, because your body doesn't make mistakes. So let's just dive right in. So gout is like it's like an existential crisis, like we've talked about many times before. The idea that my existence is crumbling, losing my reference points. So usually uric acid crystals are like dispensed throughout through the kidneys into the ureters and out the bladder. But there's in the literature it talks about constriction of the collecting ducts, so that the crystals get stuck in the body. Okay, so that's one concept. Typically, it's a high purine diet, so high alcohol, high red meats and stuff like that are typically associated with gout. So uric acid crystals are a waste product, and so if a person has a poverty mentality, like I got to hold on to it, hoard it, if you will, because I have this poverty mentality, like I don't want to lose anything, and I don't even want to lose the waste product. So it holds on to those uric acid crystals. If it affects your big toe, that is related to wanting to kick something out of your life, so wanting to change something, feeling disempowered to change something. Your existence is crumbling because you can't change something along those lines. So there was talk of like moving in secret. So it's like if you're found out of doing the actions you're doing or living your life the way you are, then your existence as you know it would crumble, because whatever you're holding on to as far as like hiding that shame, hiding those uric acid crystals, hiding that pain in your body, you don't want anybody to know about it. And as a result, that comes into play with the existence and things like that. Again, there's that theme of that existential crisis throughout this whole thing, if you will. Feeling left out. So when it comes down to holding on to things, like you want to hold on to that connection, hold on to relationships and stuff like that. So if there is, you feel left out of your family or out of a group, like a social group, typically teens don't get this, it's usually adults, typically men. But if you feel alienated from your work colleagues or from your pickleball team or your buddies from whatever, that can be part of it, because then you start having this self-evaluation conflict as it pertains to thinking less of yourself. Who am I? How do I fit in? My existence is crumbling once again. I don't know how. I'm not feeling included. I'm feeling left out. Not feeling any acceptance of sorts, if you will. So that's one other thing to consider. So when you think about accepting things or holding on to them, that's life, and rejection or release is death. So, and if you're in the middle of one of these existential crises where you don't know, so just for clarification, existential crisis means my existence, right? That's just a fancy $10 word for saying my existence and like how I fit in, where I fit in, and what it all means to you. So you might hold on to just about everything, including the waste products of the uric acid that you'd normally dispense, because holding on to things is life, and letting go is death, and being accepted by your friends and your family and your colleagues and stuff like that is life, and being rejected is death. So it all ties in there. When you think about wanting to eliminate that toxin from your body, and it's like you want to eliminate a memory of a past experience, memory of your mother that's sort of unsavory, unappreciated, undesired. You don't want that memory anymore. So you try to balance that out with those crystals that get stuck in the body, because it's like it's a balancing act, if you will. So that's one thing to consider. If you are having one of those life existence crises where it's like your job, your family, your business, your team, like whatever you're endeavoring to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, if that's crumbling with that existence crisis, then that's going to be related to the uric acid crystals again. And so traditionally, now this is traditionally, so forget about like current day, but men used to be the breadwinners. So if their business was falling apart, if their job was falling apart, they felt that existence crisis. So then that would cause them to have more of that suffrage in that process. So I don't know the statistics at this point, whether just as many women experience gout as men, but it's possible, because there are plenty of women that are primary breadwinners in the family, plenty of women who are entrepreneurial and or business leaders. So it's possible that a woman might experience gout as well. So these are some helpful tips for you to understand yourself or someone else. Like maybe you have a family member that always complains like, I got gout, and it sucks, it hurts, I can't walk, or it's whatever painful is. Like it helps you understand them now. So you could consider sharing this with them so that they understand themselves better, and then you can then maybe understand them better and have some more compassion toward them. Because ultimately, we're all just humans trying to get through every day and live our best lives. And if we can be kind and compassionate to other people, even if they are a pain in your butt, then life is just more generally better. Okay, so share with a friend if you feel it's warranted or it's worth sharing. If you don't, then put a comment below and let us know how we can improve, what you'd like to see, topics, questions, whatever you got. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.